Good morning, fellow option traders. Welcome to the daily scan for May 1st, 2013. Today is Wednesday. Hump Day, as I used to call it when I actually had a job that I had to go to every day. Fortunately, I don't have to do that anymore. Alright, so let's first take a look at what is happening today in the world of announcements. We have a pretty busy day. Motor vehicle sales is going to be announced sometime today. The ADP private employment report, PMI manufacturing, ISM manufacturers index, construction spending, petroleum, and the Fed's meeting announcement. It's going to be a busy day, so it should be pretty interesting. Just a couple of things to keep an eye on. I always like to pay attention to the ADP employment report and of course the Fed, and they are expected to keep current rates in place, but maybe talking about making some adjustments possibly to their stimulus, or the QE, the infinite QE, or the limitless QE, however you want to, whatever way you want to refer to that as. It's up to you. Alright, taking a look at pre-market, we're pointing to a flat to slightly higher open. Gold and silver and oil are all flat to down a bit today. Take a look at the account. Amazon Iron Condor is paying off nicely. We still are sitting with a delta of 0.09 on that right now. This is our bear call on CF. CF made a nice move in our favor yesterday. So we made up we were down like almost $600 over here. So we're climbing back on that one. It's still out of the money, and that's the way we like to see it. MasterCard, another bull put on this one. And their earnings are this morning, and I wanted to get out before earnings, but I saw this move yesterday, and I decided to stay in, figuring that you get, what is that, like $12 or something increase on it from 540 to 552. So I figured that being as the price is so far up here and earnings don't seem to affect it all that much, that I'll just stick with it and ride it out and see what happens. Alright, Netflix is another iron condor that we entered into a short while ago, and our insurance policies are down here. Okay, so I wanted to take a look at the A+ list here and let you know that I added a couple of underlines to it yesterday. I added CELG. Where else? I added Goldman Sachs. I added LinkedIn. And I added Visa. Now, like Visa is very similar to MasterCard. If you compare the two charts, they're pretty similar. I'll stick with them for a while and see if I actually do any trades on them or not over a period of time. And the same goes for the rest of these. But when I was looking for them, what I was looking for was something over $100 and a implied volatility, at least in the front month, that was more than 25. So this is what we ended up with as an example here on CF, one that we is currently on our list. And if we take a look at CELG, we can see that implied volatility is slightly higher than CF, and it met our criteria for being over $100. And there is a fair amount of open interest. I like to deal with ones that are more than at least more than 500 around the money, and we can see that when we're around the money on these, it's well over 1,000. And I would say that the buying public is pretty interested in CELG continuing in an upward trend based on the open interest here. And also, if it's over $100, I like to see the spread between the strikes, $5, although, you know, a dollar's nice, but $5 is fair. And that's another reason why I like to stick with ones that are more than $100, because you can make a decent amount of money without spending a whole lot on commissions. All right, so let's run through the list. All right, so here's Apple. This is quite a recovery in a short period of time, and they did a bond issue yesterday, and I'm not sure I really understand a lot about why they would do this bond issue. I thought companies issued bonds to raise capital for a project or a purchase or something, and geez, Apple's got cash up the yin yang, so I don't know what's going on here with this, but anyway, regardless, we're looking at this as a way of capitalizing on a trend reversal. So we have our target set down here at the 20 level on the stochastic, looking for it to return down there for an opportunity to jump in. Now, you know, you could jump in here, just say, oh wow, I got to get in on this. But then what usually happens is, according to the stochastic anyway, it either flattens out, which would bring the stochastic down, or it actually pulls back a little bit, which would also bring the stochastic down. So that's why we wait for stochastic to be down at the 20 level for our entrances long, and up at the 80 level for our entrance to go short. Just a little recap there. Alright, let's take a look at Amazon. We are in our iron condor here on Amazon. We'll delete that drawing, and we'll delete this April iron condor drawing multiple times. I won't go into that again. I still haven't heard back from Thinkorswim. When I saw the update on the release yesterday morning, when I logged in, I thought maybe they had fixed it, but they didn't. Alright, we're in our iron condor. We are flat here trend-wise, so there's no directional opportunity. There's no way directionally that I would take a chance on a long play right here with momentum moving down on practically every chart time frame that we have here. So I'm not interested in that. Possibly if we come up here and hit 80, we might go short. Baidu. We were looking to get in on this, and for a short opportunity, it just didn't materialize for us. It didn't trigger this alert here, and we've run out of entry opportunity here with the stochastic being down at 20. We needed up here for a short, and we missed out here, I guess you could say. But I was fearful of this gap, so I'm going to take this off for right now. and there's just nothing there. Okay, CELG, we are in an uptrend, and Stochastic has given us a hook, and it failed. What did they do at their earnings? Estimated at $1.24 and $1.37 actual. This price action does not correspond with the numbers that I'm seeing down here, but that happens a lot. So, CELG, I think we're just going to watch this for a while. We're sort of getting some mixed signals here. We'll see. Maybe, well, I guess we could put an alert on this. Let's put an alert here just a little bit above yesterday's open. And then we'll figure out, or at least I will. I don't know what you want to do, but I'll figure out if I'm interested in getting in on this. Seeing as how it's new to the list, a little bit hesitant. Alright, CF, we are currently in with a May bear call, and it behaved rather well yesterday. I'm going to leave this alert on here just in case it heads back up. Not interested in adding to that position at this time. Chipotle, definitely in a nice trend, just not giving us an opening here. It's consolidating right now. After a big gap up, it's trying to figure out what it's going to do. Sort of like a teenager. What do I want to be? Gold. There may be an opportunity here to go long. No. Nothing here yet. You're looking to go short here. I just don't feel comfortable with this huge gap down here that it's going to head back down again. So I'm going to take this off, and no longer looking for a hook to go short here. Probably looking for an opportunity to go long. Google. Alright, we are in an uptrend. There's a secondary long entry possibility here. So, I think we go somewhere above the close, not necessarily above the high, but we'll go above the close and set an alert there. Okay, so we have Google and CELG, right? So far today. Goldman Sachs is another new entry. Used to trade them a lot. Took them off of the list. I don't know why I took them off the list. Sometimes I just get tired of looking at them, or had a lot of losers with them or something. Okay, we have definitely what looks like the beginning of a downtrend here. Is there a reason for that? Heck no, they just blew them away on earnings, and look at this. This is like, I don't understand. It must be guidance, that's all I can say. But I think that there's a definite possibility. I don't know. I'm just going to watch this one for a while. It's a little confusing to me. I'm getting feeling that there's mixed signals there. LinkedIn, another new one, forgot to mention that one. Added this one to the list yesterday, met the criteria, so we're in. Well, not in on a trade, but in on the list anyway. Have a little bit of an increase in momentum. Definitely interested in their earnings tomorrow after market. That should be fun to watch that one. Not touching it. MasterCard. Okay, we took a peek at this one yesterday. We're in on this May. Not going to be doing anything right now. Netflix. We have an iron condor. Consolidating still. Not touching that one for a directional price line. Um, we had this one here. Do we have multiples? Yes. I'll take care of that later, maybe. Um, don't see this very often with the 50 moving average flattening out on price line. So I'm not touching that one either with any sort of directional trade. PNRA. I'm going to add an alert on this one. We have a hookup. We have a nice move up yesterday. And we will set this alert a little bit above the close and not above the high. And we'll see what happens on this one. So that's PNRA that we added to our list. And then last now is Visa, and hopefully I don't forget about this one. They had the earnings today after the market. Not touching it. We'll keep an eye on it. MasterCard's before market, Visa's after market. So we'll keep an eye on those. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is starting to shop for Profit 10 portfolio trades for June. I'll start doing that this week. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.